Hi, this is Beth with All Ray Light here for a card pull and message from my guides. I don't think I'm going to call them daily card pulls because I don't seem to be doing it daily. I'm getting a very strong lesson about being flexible and going with the flow of energy. And if I pull, I pull, and if I don't, I don't. I decided to pull from one of Kyle Gray's decks, the Angel and Ancestors Oracle Card Guidebook, which is really lovely. It has a very multicultural and world perspective of the spiritual wisdom. And I pulled just a really beautiful card. I pulled Great Teacher, Learn from Spiritual Experiences. And this is, he describes this as being based off of the Jesus, of the teachings of Jesus. And you know, there's a Jesus-like figure with the dove of peace, and I believe the flower of life in the background. And I think this is a really beautiful message right now, because the new year seems to have come in with a bang, and the energy which many of us were talking about was going to really accelerate. We were going to definitely be feeling it in the new year, and it has accelerated and amplified once again. And the guides are wanting me to kind of speak to the sense of the peacefulness of knowing that the message of this card, which is know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. I had a lot of communication from people the last couple of days, clients, and people reaching out kind of in fear and panic because of some things that are going on in our world right now. And I really appreciate this card's message, and the guides were being very clear with me to focus on that message, that everything is happening for a reason right now. And that we don't have the big picture. We don't have the big picture in front of us sometimes, but that knowledge that everything is happening for a reason, that there are larger things in play, and there are larger lessons in play, and to kind of just be in that place of trust, even when some of the panic may come up, and even when some of the fear may come up, because we are here to learn from our spiritual experiences. And ultimately, all of our life is a spiritual experience, and all of everybody else's life, and all of the animals, and all of the planet. It's all one big spiritual experience, because we're all part of this larger energy. I want to just put out there, I know there's also a lot of anxiety going on, looking at the fires in Australia, which are just devastating Australia and devastating the animals and people and the land, and knowing that there is some larger lesson for the Australians and for all of us in honoring this place that gives us the ability to have a home. I also wanted to read this one last part about this card, because it really stuck something with me. It talks about the teacher, the master in this, he is surrounded by a sense of serenity and harmony because he has absolute trust in the higher power that moves through him. And the dove on the card represents receiving answers to prayers through signs and experiencing peace through joy. That no matter what is going on, there is a larger energy that flows through all of us. I was getting a message that we have got to up our practices of peace and holding that vision of peace within each of us. And I, like everybody else, get thrown off from that in the day-to-day experience of life, and looking outward at what larger suffering and the unknown quality of what we're dealing with right now. So I just want to put out there the need for us to all hold that image of peace, and that understanding that we are all part of a larger energy. Things are happening for a reason, even if we don't have all the answers right now. And to try to be like the master, whatever that master is for you, she, he, it, whatever the great teacher is. because honestly, the greatest teacher you really have is your own life, your own experience, and what the lessons are for you. So I hope everybody's doing well, and I'm just sending out the energy of rain for Australia. Um, it's needed desperately, and a ceasing of the fires, and love and peace for all of the planet that we are living in, and blessings.